Welcome back. It's the Hot 10 manga for April 20th, April 21, and April 22, 2023. Looking at English language manga on eBay for those 3 days. Won't take anything from Malaysia. That's bootleg. Can't do best offer accepted. Let's get started with the collections. So first I have one honorable mention. It's Shugo Chara volumes 1 through 12. Went for $262.50. That's about $21.88 per book from Kodansha 2012. Didn't make the top 5, but it was pretty close. And to be honest, I have seen a lot of decent sales for Shugo Chara collections, so I thought I'd include it. But let's get into the actual top 5, and here's number 5, and we've seen this one before. It's Bride of the Water God, volumes 1 through 17, $275. That's over $16 per book. Dark Horse, 2007. Number 4, we've also seen before. It's Blame, volumes 1 through 10. This is the original Tokyo Pop version from back in 2005. Suddenly we have a jump to $377, almost $38 per book. Number 3 is an old friend of the list as well. It's Umineko, When They Cry, volumes 1 to 21, $500, almost $24 per book. Yen Press, 2012. Number 2 is actually 2 collections, and it's rare to see a seller put 2 completely different collections on a listing on eBay. What's even more rare is we've never had either one of these collections on the list before. It's Moonchild, volumes 1 to 13, and King of Thorn, volumes 1 to 6. The 2 collections went for $560, or almost $30 per book. Moonchild is from CMX, and King of Thorn is from Tokyo Pop. And I didn't know this about CMX, but it was actually the DC, as in DC Comics, as in Warner Brothers. It was their manga imprint, and I had no idea they had a manga imprint. I'll post the information below, but from what I understand was that CMX actually had the Tenjo Tenge license, and when they published it, they decided to censor it so that you wouldn't have to have the manufacturing wrap in the bookstore, so they got rid of all the, adulty bits, and it really ticked a lot of people off. Let's get into our number 1, and this is another new one, and I had no idea these existed, but it's actually Naruto, the Shadow Box Collection, which has volumes 1 to 27. This one went for $562.50. It's almost $21 a book. Viz Media, 2007. What's kind of cool though is this is limited to 5,000, and it's basically like a wooden box to contain all your Naruto, your first 27 volumes. So anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, let's get into the top 10, and I have 5 honorable mentions. So, it's just, if I see something interesting, I like to put it up. Honorable mention number 1. Now, this only went for $50, but it's Sand Chronicles, Volume 8, Viz Media, 2010. I'd never heard of the Sand Chronicles before. Filled with drama. It's a romance one, but it was interesting anyway, and $50 ain't bad. Honorable mention number 2. It's all over the place. Trigon, Volumes 1 and Volume 2. The pair went for $112.50. That's like just over $56 each. Honorable mention number 3 is another one we've seen before on the list. It's The Wallflower, Volume 29. This time it only went for $59.25. Kodansha, 2012. Honorable mention number 4 is one we've seen before. It's Love Com or Lovely Complex. Volume 4 went for $65. Viz Media, 2008. The final honorable mention, number 5, is one we haven't seen on this list before. It's Cage of Eden, Volume 15, $70. Kodansha, 2014. All right, starting with Hot 10. Coming in at number 10, Labyrinth by Moya Moya. Went for $71.25. That was published by J18 2021. Number 9 is an old favorite. Haven't seen it in a while. To Love Rue Darkness, Volume 9, $75. 7 Seas 2019. Number 8, we've seen it before, and we've seen a lot of these lately. This is Tokyo Ghoul Monster Edition, collecting volumes 7, 8, and 9, the Barnes & Noble exclusive, $85. Viz Media 2016. Number 7 is also one we haven't seen for a while, but we've seen it many times before. One Piece, Volume 1, the Gold Foil Edition, $98.80. Viz Media 2003. Number 6 we've also seen before quite often. It's the final book of the run, Fruits Basket, Volume 23, $100. Tokyo Pop 2009. And speaking of ones we've seen before, and I'm surprised it's not at number 1 this time around, but it finally lost its position. Number 5 is Tokyo Ghoul Monster Edition, Volume 1, 2, and 3, and they even threw in Tokyo Ghoul Volume 4. So the pair went for $205. Basically, Tokyo Ghoul Volume 4 is a $10 book. So you could say that the Monster Edition 1, 2, 3 basically went for $195. But anyway, it still wouldn't have been enough to put it as number 1 this week. Let's drop to number 4. Mushishi, Volume 2, $131.25. That's from Del Rey Manga, 2007. Number 3, it's The Heart of Thomas, the Fantagraphics hardcover. Went for $220. That's from Fantagraphic Books, 2013. Now, The Heart of Thomas is a very old manga. It's actually originally from 1974 by Moto Hagio. And she was a primary member of the Year 24 manga group who basically popularized shoujo manga way back in the 70s. I'll post that link about the Year 24 manga group below if you're interested in researching it. Number 2, and wow, I No Kasubi, Volume 7, $300. That's Digital Manga Publishing, 2012. These I No Kasubi, anything basically Volume 3 and up, but especially like Volume 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These things just go through the stratosphere when they sell. It's insane. So anyway, we had one sell, $300, but it's not the number 1 position. So finally, coming in at number 1, and we've actually had this one on the list before, Naruto, Volume 72, the New York Comic Con 2015 exclusive, $375. Viz Media 2015. I'll post the spreadsheet. Collections were basically within that range. We went right from 275 to 560. What was interesting for me was having the 2 collections sold together, which I've never seen before. Both of these are fairly valuable collections, so it was weird to have them both lumped together like that with Moonchild and King of Thorn. It was also interesting learning about CMX. I had no idea DC had a manga in print briefly for a little while there, so it was very revealing. As far as the singles went, a lot of these are repeat offenders. Like we've seen To Love Rue Darkness, the Volume 9, Tokyo Ghoul Monster Editions, One Piece Gold Foil Editions, Fruits Basket Volume 23, Mushishi, even I No Kasubi, and the Naruto, the New York Comic Con exclusive. We've all had that before, but it made for a very strong list where the average was over $151 per book on the top 10. So very impressive that way. Enjoy the reading. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.